You have some leftover pulled pork. You need to reheat it. This is the best way to reheat your pulled pork. It's fast, it's juicy, it's packed with smoke flavor. Let's do it. 2 days ago, I cooked a 10-pound pork butt, and I had a lot of leftovers. Tonight, we have 7 people coming over for a Survivor night. We get together and watch Survivor, and I need to reheat my pulled pork. So I'm going to put it back on the grill. I have about 2.5 pounds here, so that should, I hope, feed us all. The first thing we want to do is we need to put a little juice in here so that when it reheats, it stays moist. So you're supposed to use a 1/4 cup of water, or you can use some sort of juice, apple juice they recommend. You could use some sort of broth. I'm going with the juice. 1/4 cup per pound. 2.5 pounds, I think 1/2 cup will be close enough. I will be keeping an eye on it anyways. There we go. So in order to keep it nice and moist, we need to cover it, do a steaming effect. So I'll put some tin foil on. Make sure you get all the corners, make sure you get it nice and tight. You want to seal it as best as you possibly can. There we go. Grill's ready to go. Let's go put it on. Well, it's up to temperature and we're ready to go. I'm gonna put, hopefully I'm gonna put the pulled pork, and that ain't gonna work. So the pulled pork goes in here, but the baked beans don't. That sucks. That's okay, I'll work it out. So if you're into RVing, you're into cooking outside and being in the wilderness and adventures, how-tos and reviews and Navions, you need to subscribe to us. We'll fill that void, and we'd love to have you join our group. So let's get back to the video. Now that we have the pulled pork out on the smoker getting reheated, let's talk about ways we can reheat the pulled pork, or a brisket if you had it. First of all, it's in the smoker. I like the smoker. It retains its flavor because it gets the smoke going back in it. It heats evenly and it remains juicy. The cons for the smoker is it takes a little bit longer and you need to have a smoker. So if you don't have a smoker, you can't do it. Another method to do it is you can reheat in the microwave. If you do that, you want to add a little juice or broth or something, and then reheat it in 30-second increments so you don't overcook it. If you overcook it, it'll dry it out. So it's a bit risky. The pros for cooking in the microwave is it's fast and it can be done in small portions. The cons is it can dry it out real quick and it cooks uneven. So let's go to the third one, the oven. So if you're going to use the oven, you're going to want to put it in a foil pan. You're going to want to cover it. You want to put in a little juice in there before you cover it. And then you want to put it in the oven at 250 for about 30 to 45 minutes. The pros of using the oven is it's even heat and it doesn't use a smoker. Most people have an oven at home. The cons are it loses the smoke flavor and it's not quite as juicy. That's why I picked the pellet stove. I jumped in here because there's another way to reheat your pulled pork, Blackstone. Cook it on a small amount, but you gotta put it on late and don't cook it very long, and maybe add a little water because it will dry it out. I've done it before. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing a recipe on the Blackstone that calls for pulled pork. You need to see that. It'll be out in a couple weeks. Back to the video. So there you have it, pulled pork. I'll give you a picture of it in a second. We have a bunch of people here. Survivor night. We'll ask them how it is. They can be judgmental, good or bad. Hopefully good.
Do we get royalties or anything?
No.
I'm not getting paid.
Well, I want 20% of that.
Okay.